When you go where you're going there because you're going to your house. That's your space. It's your house, not anybody else's, yours. And when you get there and you do what you do, you win. Why? Because it's your house. This is my space. You got to go. Pretty much, right? That's the energy. That's what you bring. You bring you to your house, and if anybody's there, they got to leave. And you get them out. Pretty much, right? Pretty much. Yeah. All right. This is called a Godo Plata. It actually is what is known as a chin choke. A shin choke. I'm going to get down here. You're going to get up on top of me in my guard. You're going to kneel down in my guard. Okay? Just like that. You're going to put your arms down here, just like this. Okay? And the process of this is what is called, in Jiu-Jitsu, it's called, we call it a chin, I should say, a shin choke. Okay? What you have to do is, the first step is, the guy's on top of you, you have to take, remember I told you the strength is the hips and is your grasp. You have to take the arm of your opponent and you have to shove it back here, just past your ass. Okay? You have to come up, you have to take this leg. His head's got to be up there like that. You understand me? This is going to be very dangerous.
This is going to be very fucking painful, man.
Very painful, because what you're doing is, essentially, you want to lock his hand like this. See? You bring your leg up, watch me, and you lock it just like this.
Oh my God.
See? Yeah. I don't even know this.
Don't put any pressure on me.
You follow me?
Yeah.
All right, but I want to get this moving because it's very important. Okay? See how I got that hand? The hand's locked? Okay?
Right.
This one's got to be stuffed back. This arm comes up here. You want to keep the alignment of the head on the shin. This leg comes up here, locks like this. Okay? Okay, I'm pulling down to get the pressure off. You understand how I got you? All you got to do is reach up, both hands, tap me if it hurts, and pull down. You understand?
Yeah.
This is a Godo Plata, and it's a very, you're a big guy. I'm a 175-pound welterweight, 170-pound fighter. If I get a guy my size with my long legs, long limbs, long arms, I can easily lock that up really good. Right. You're a 220-pound guy with rolling muscle, and you got that big frame. So it didn't even kind of take much for the choke. Yeah. Now, do you understand it? Yeah. The key to the Godo Plata is taking the hand of your opponent, pushing that one, stuffing it that way. You got to swing in. You follow me? Yeah. It's a quick move, but you're so big, and it's very challenging for me to get around. We're training. And showing and demonstrating, it's very challenging for me to do what I'm doing without hurting you and choking you off the back. So what I'm going to do is push that up. So you see what I'm saying? You got to push that back, up, around. Get that like that. You understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me if it's hurt.
Yeah. You can imagine that it hurts.
You understand? And then the key is, make sure that arm's stuffed. You come up over, you lock this leg here on your ankle there. Only because you definitely with that lock move, you got them in place. You understand? You got them in place. And then you can use two hands. But this one's going to get locked in there essentially, because it's going to lay just like that. See how it is? Yeah. It's not going to go back there like this. See? So we can put up. You need it down as much as possible to wrap that leg up and around and bring your ankle under his throat and his chin there. You know, see what I'm saying? And once that's in, you see the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to leave that there like that, and we're going to go into a next move. And then what we'll do is each one, you'll demonstrate them on me. Okay. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to get where I am. We're going to do what is called, you're going to turn around the way I was. That's called an ankle lock. Okay? It's an ankle lock, and an ankle lock can be moved from, it can be done from standing up. If you wanted to do it, you could do it from standing up, but it's best kind of for what you're going to do. It's best if you're kneeling down. So you come forward, put your butt right there if you would. Okay? And you got a person, you're in his guard, you're moving. It's just like the leg locks that we went over, but it's an ankle lock. The similar idea of having this loose and moving. See, getting that there? See how you got that leg? Or vice versa, you have that one. It's the same idea. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I told you, essentially, that Jiu-Jitsu, whether anybody's ever been, I've never seen anybody say it, it exists this way. Your locks are legs, arms, and chokes. See? It's broken down into three things. According to where you are in your position is according to what you're going to have as possibilities in order to get some type of lock on your opponent. Okay?
So as we're in a position like this, obviously the legs are the first limbs, the first areas that I could lock for my convenience, okay? So if I'm going to do an ankle lock, I'm pulling it just up, just like this, okay? Just like this, okay? Actually, what I'll do is I'll kneel down, okay? If I'm kneeling down, I got your leg just like this. What you want to do is get your opponent's ankle locked under your armpit, right up tight against your shoulder in the back. You want to take the arm around, okay? What you're doing is you're putting the blade of your forearm on the Achilles tendon of your opponent. You understand? What you're doing here then is you're grabbing the hand, okay, onto the muscle of this arm here like this. Now, I'm not going to apply a lot of pressure because it hurts awfully bad. You understand? And then you're grabbing that muscle, you're taking this up, watch this hand, it goes down to the shin of your opponent. The key is to tighten the lock. You got to tap the floor or something quick once it starts to hurt. All you're doing is raising your back, you're just posturing up. You understand me? You understood it, right?
Yeah, do it again.
So we'll do it again. Now, from a standing up position, I'll do it. That was kneeling down, because sometimes you're in somebody's guard, that's where you're at, you grab it, you can move quick that way, you can get it in, you can get it done, and you get your submission, okay? But if you're standing up too, and you're working, and say the guy that you're fighting is a good opponent, he's got a real good base and a good guard, very flexible, so he's working you. So all you do is you're going to grab it quick. You're going to grab it quick, up, over, see what I'm saying? You're going to pull up tight, you want that ankle right up against your shoulder. You understand, this goes down here, this goes tight on here, tap if it hurts. Okay? I did that a little bit more so you'll get the idea. When we crank it, we use bone-crushing strength. It only takes 4 pounds of pressure to break a bone. Okay? So that there essentially is what's called an ankle lock. Okay? Now, we essentially went over several of the leg locks. One was, the original was a regular knee bar, or should I say, a leg lock, a leg bar, which was the original one that we did from the beginning, which was getting the forearm under the Achilles tendon. Then we went with what is called a heel hook, wrapping the heel on your forearm, tightening it with your grip and turning it up. Then we went with what is called a toe hold, grabbing your hand like a vice on their toes once they're locked into position where their leg is aligned between your two legs, raising up and just pushing down. And now what we're going to do is it's called a knee bar. Okay? Here's what a knee bar is. You're going to get back down in the position that you're in. Okay? Here's what a knee bar is. Okay? Now, I'm not going to land on you, I'm not going to hurt you, because that's going to take all the fun out of what we're trying to learn here. You know what I'm saying? So, what happens here is, obviously, when you're in this position, you're working somebody, and you're kicking them, and you're moving. No kicks to the head while the guy's, this is MMA, no kicks to the head while the guy's body's fully down. See, if there's one knee down and one leg up, you can. But when both knees and both legs are down, you can't throw those kind of kicks. But you can use knees and kicks to the body, okay? So you got both legs going. You got both legs going. What you're going to do is you're going to take one. You can turn like you're going to a position, a side position, like side lock. And then, because you got, I do a two-move pivot. One is to lock the leg with whichever way I'm going. One is to lock the leg here, like this. My forearm, right at the joint, I should say, where my elbow is, to behind your knee joint. I do that. And then I'll make it, sometimes I'll go, because if I don't feel I have position, I'll go to work my arm around to like I'm going to do a hold and grab for side control. But this is my one pivot. Then the other pivot is I move out and I'm doing it lightly. And I spin around, I get up like this. You understand? Then I'm not sitting on you because I don't want you to feel any pain that you would feel. My key now is to take your leg, straighten it up just like this, hold it in an upward position. I jump, I take my knees, okay, on either side of your knee. I lock it together and I move, because I got this leg, I move to this side and I take it with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to do it lightly, but I'm not going to do it hardly. You understand? So when I lock, and then I would have just stayed side of you and pulled it up.
You would lock it in, or have to
Correct,
extend it back.
correct. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That way, the pain is intense. And it's a quick move, it happens quick, you get a submission quick, because nobody wants to feel that type of pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the key to this move, just like with any other jiu-jitsu submission move, is the speed and the velocity of it, the correct alignment of the lock that you're getting, and then just applying it. Because once everything's lined up, and you got that hold good, and you just crank it, game over. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a wrap. So again, say I'm going to take this one. So what I do is I turn. I get this leg, I turn here, I get it up, but I wouldn't really go down to sit on you, okay? You can sit down, that's kind of traditional. What I do is, and I'll just grab it, grab it, and I'm going to fall this way. You understand? And hyperextend your leg way up here by my shoulder. But another thing in the process of doing it, when I grab the leg, I lock your heel here up on my neck. Okay? You understand? So what I would do is, I got your leg, I wrap it here like this.
So you just don't let it move when you
right.
back out.
And my hand position is to basically grab here. Because you're hyperextending this. You're going in like this. See what I'm doing?
Yep.
I'm throwing my hips into your knee, pushing the back part of your knee out. I got your heel, side of my head. I'm grabbing with my grip right here.
Right.
And now I'm falling back.
Right.
You follow me?
Yep.
I'm falling back. I'm holding hard and tight. I'm going that way with you. And the reason why you do it relatively quick, once a person knows you got that leg and what you're going for, they're going to move out of it, or they're going to try to grab you, and you got to do it fast. If you don't do it fast, you can't get it.
Right.
Okay? Now, what we're going to do is that's the third submission that I wanted to do for today. The other one is called the Kimura from the guard. Okay? I'm going to get where you are exactly, and you're going to get in my guard. You're going to kneel down.
Yeah.
Kneel down there. And now, say we're fighting, you got your hands here, okay? Even if you got your hands up and we're fighting. What it is, like I told you before, the strength of the guard is the hips, jiu-jitsu. You got good hips, you got good fighting skills. You got good hips, as a dancer, you're a good dancer. You know what I mean? The other thing is the grip. Because you have to have a good, strong grip if you want to be real successful with pulling off the submission, so that your opponent cannot get away and slip away.
Right.
So the key is for a Kimura, whatever arm you go, I'm going to go this way with your right arm, you've got to bring this arm down like this, okay? You're in your guard. You bring this arm down like this. You want to hold it down, you want to hold it good. This leg of yours goes flat. In my guard, you go flat with this one. You raise up with your hips. You go around. See what I'm doing? I'm taking my arm, okay? Go around behind your elbow, locking the inside of my elbow joint, which is back of yours, and I'm reaching over and I'm grabbing. See what I'm doing? My wrist here. Okay? Now this is very painful.
I can't
Okay?
see the
I
hands.
know. Try now. Try now. Try to work. No, you can't. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I got this leg flat. Watch me, but I'm using it to do a roll. What I want to do, what I'm going to do now is push this up behind your head. Turn around like this. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm locking my legs so I can keep you in place. Now all I'm doing is pushing your arm till your shoulder pops out.
Right.
Okay? If it hurts, and when it hurts, I don't, okay?
Yeah.
It's so easy, okay? It's so easy to do and hurt somebody. And you know what? It's a good little move. You can pull it off quick. And well, the key is I'm going to show you. It's grabbing here, it's going underneath here, and it's grabbing like this.
Okay, I see that.
But what you want to do, which is very important, is you want to have your opponent's elbow here. You want to lock your elbow, okay? The inside of your elbow, right down there, and spin around and grab your wrist. But the key is this first control. Once you've got control here, you know, and skilled fighters, they know what you're doing right away and they get out. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're just training here, so this is an easy thing for me to applicate in training because you're learning and you're growing and you're grabbing. You're reaching for information, you know what I mean? But the idea is, you want that control, that hand. They'll pull right out, they'll know what you do, whatever. It's got to be pulled off, and it's got to be pulled off quick. So it's grabbing up around, okay? And the key is me turning and pulling you like this, locking you in my legs.
Got it.
Okay, if it hurts, and all you're doing is hyperextending up, and the key is, I'm not hurting you because I can crunch, I'm a very strong guy, okay? And then I can push up like that. You understand? I'm extremely strong. For a 175-pound guy, I'm really strong.
It would take much
Just so you know. But it don't take much.